just around the bend. Holiday couldn't be here sooner.
Hello, shiny happy people. Welcome to Kimbaskrafts. My name is Kim, and if you're new here, hello, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back, guys. If you are new, this is my Christmas canvas. We are building a canvas from Heaven and Earth Designs. I'm printing them up on this transparency paper. I did all the prep work for this one. If you want to see how I do that, it's all in 1, 2, and 3. Well, 1 and 2 is kit up. 3 is making my first page. Here is page 1. We are done. We're going to put that aside. And now we are working on page 2. So I started to, I just washi it. And I'm going to go ahead and insert that video here because I forgot that I didn't make an intro to day 6. This is day 6. And I'm sorry, it's just because I am like recording these ahead of time, and I had to like fix things on day 5 and yada, 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 yada. It's all irrelevant, but we just went and did the washi, and I'll explain why I put the washi where I put it in this little clip. Okay. All right, so here we are. I am gonna washi on all sides on top of the cover sheet, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it, and then it's gonna stay on like the first page, like it's gonna stay on over. And I have to washi all of these sides because this is the top of the canvas, but these are all going to get attached. There's an overshadowing of the last 3 of page 1. So I'm going to go over up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. I'm going to washi up to here. So it's going to be 5 on that side, 5 on this side. So it's going to be one whole block of 10 to connect it, to make it look seamless. How am I gonna connect these? I don't know yet. Because, you know, I've never done this before. Wait, I wanna, so 2, 2, 4, 5 right here. Like that. And I'm using the light pad so that I can see. Okay. And then again with the bottom, we're going to leave 5. So let me see. 2, 4, 5. We're going to go up to here. And I can feel this is not sticking the best, this washi on here. I don't know how it stuck to that so well. All right, and then again on this side. I'm going to, I wanted it to actually touch the plastic so it sticks better. And then again this way, so 2, 4, 5. And then I can start at the very top. Okay guys, so now that we got that out of the way, how I'm going to diamond paint this now is I'm going to use my pen, my ceramic pen cutter, and I'm going to cut along the washi, okay? And let's see, what do we have here? We have basically 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So I'll go ahead and cut it here. And then I have 64 on this side and 62 on this side. So that's pretty much like halfway. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna make it 50 up and 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 43 down. Okay, and we'll do it again on this side. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So that way, I did a little, these stay on here. You see how I did that? And so it'll have this lip of protection over what I don't actually diamond paint and I'm going to utilize to connect these pages. So that's why I did it like that. Yeah, so this is going to be the first area that we diamond paint for page 2. And I did forget to set up the snowman. I took it all down so I could start to diamond paint because I haven't diamond painted, and this will in a day. Just sounds so awful, right? So I'm gonna start diamond painting this. Okay, so, but I have 4 boxes here. It's been since July since I worked on this, so I have no idea what's in them. And I have wrapping paper down just because yesterday I was what was I doing? I was making these pages. So I had the Aleens glue out. I had all kinds of things happening, and yeah. But let's just see what we have here. So we have squares and diamonds on this side, and then I have numbers and X's. Numbers, oh no, numbers and letters. So I have T, V, T, X, X, Z, A. Okay. And then we have, wait, are these, I'm confused. Oh, these don't belong to this. What do these belong to? Oh, these belong to my Halloween one. I was like, why do I have numbers again? Okay, this is why you kit down. This is why you kit down. Okay, and then this one we have lines, triangles, and arrows. And then in this one we have stars and flowers, circles, and classic symbols. Okay. Will we remember all that? Not this very second. So I just have this pen that I've been using for the past, I don't know how many years now. It's by Leopard Leather Works. I'm just going to use a small tray because I don't know, I just feel like it. So the first thing that's sticking out to me are these dark, dark squares, which would be 3 10s. So we'll go ahead and, oh, that's right. Okay. We'll go ahead and put those down. So I hope everybody is having a good December so far. This is only, by the time you see this, this is only next week. And so yeah, it's I'm not that far in advance anymore. I know I have hardly posted any videos in November. I got through all of my whips. I I was just cleaning up the mess that I made the past few months. Well, really, I've been making this mess since February. You know, since Bob's surgery, I've been kind of feeling like I've been behind. So finally, I feel totally caught up. But in order to do that, I had to buckle down and, I guess, you know, stop making videos and just diamond paint. And I have to say, I really enjoyed it. I mean, I miss making videos, and there were so many times like, oh, I gotta tell everyone about this. But I woke up today, well, I woke up yesterday, and because I had all of my whips done, I didn't have something to just come out and start throwing drills down on, and I was kind of sad. So I'm like in the middle of, on my desk, I have my Christmas premiere. So my time slot is Boxing Day, December 26th, I think at 11 a.m., I believe, is when my video is going to come out. And yeah, so I've been trying, and we have to have those videos done by, hold on, there's, okay, this one. We have to have those videos done by, what am I trying to say? I can't speak. December 15th. So I started working on it yesterday. I'm not really liking the way it's coming out. So I might have to start it over. My idea. We'll see. I'm waiting for some supplies to try to like fix it and finish it off. But you'll see what I'm talking about. So that's all a work in progress over on the other desk. And, you know, that's on hold until the rest of the supplies come that I ordered. So there's that over there. And then I had all the stuff over here. And yesterday, these pages weren't done. And there's like, it's like a 4-hour process if you're putting the glue on. So, you know, you better start your pages a little ahead of time if you want to have something to work on, you know what I mean? So I didn't diamond paint at all yesterday. I was a little sad. But I did organize my craft room a little. So, because everything was kind of everywhere with this table in here now, and I moved my printer because it was very hard to get to where it was, and I'm going to be using it a lot for this. So, and I'm like, Kimba, you couldn't just do, just diamond paint one of your Christmas canvases, because you have enough of them, right? Like, you know, you had to do all of this. And I think it's fun and all, but also I have so many canvases that like I'm dying to get to. And every year I do something different. But I'm thinking if I get ahead of the game on this, if I really start like going crazy, going ham on this, and, you know, I get a groove on and everything, and I maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to start a small Christmas canvas that I have. I have a couple of them. Maybe, we'll see. I'm not putting any pressure on myself, and it's, like I said, whoops, I definitely want it done before next year, so it's got to be something that you know, I feel like I'm going to be able to do that and not fall behind on this. So I'm just playing it by ear right now. But I and I thought I recorded I must have forgotten to press record, or I deleted some footage. I don't know. But yeah. So that's what I've been busy doing. I was busy just trying to catch up on all my whips, because currently I have just the mystery painting, which it's not something that I can just come in and start diamond painting. I have to record videos with it. So, and I just didn't have the space open to do that. Now I'm going to eventually open up that half of the desk and be able to utilize that as well. And I'll have my mystery canvas over there, but I just haven't gotten that far. So again, me waiting for my time off to be able to do all of this. Bob and I went and got the nativity set that I want, and we got one little reindeer, and he put it together at what time did he get up? I don't know. He came back to bed at like 5:30, and he showed me a picture of it. So I think he got up at 4, because at his job he gets a break at 4, and so a lot of times he'll text me at 4 if I'm at work and say, how's your night going? Like, he'll wake up if he's off and he'll want to eat, because his body is just like a machine, and it knows like, oh, this is when we eat when we're working. So it'll wake up and he'll be hungry, and he'll want to eat. It's so funny. So I think he woke up and he was hungry, and so he went and he ate, and then he was like, oh, I guess I'll go put this nativity set together outside in the freezing cold. He's so crazy, but it looks really good. I'll put a picture of it up here. We got the stuff at Walmart, and if you're looking very closely, yes, they're the snowmen in the back. I was like, you left the snowmen up? I mean, not snowmen, scarecrows. So that's my job. I have not gone outside yet because it was like in their 20s. I'm waiting for it to warm up a little bit, and then I'm going to get the scarecrow and put them away, and get our Christmas pillows for the chairs and put them out. And I have to measure my Christmas canvas so I can get the poster hangings, because I haven't done that yet. I already forget what I'm doing. So I have to do that today. Last night, so Bob's got this colon stuff that's supposed to help keep you regular, and he said that it really does everything it says it's supposed to. I don't even know what it's called, but I was like, I am not a regular person at all, and it always, I mean, maybe this is TMI, I don't know, but it always hits me at like the wrong time. I'm home all day, and then all of a sudden I get to work and I have to go to the bathroom, and I'm just like, why? Why are you doing this to me, body? Like, you had literally all day to figure this out, and now you want me to go, like, I can't stand it. So I said to him, I could use some regularity. Like, this is, what is that? That's like an anchor, I feel like. I'm looking for, like, I feel like I see it on here. Is that it? It must be that thing. Sometimes I have to reference. I should have. It looks like a square within a square within a square, but I don't see that over here. I see one square in a square. The only other one I think it could be is 159. All right, I'm just gonna move on because I'm gonna have to pull up the pattern and just double check myself. I'm just gonna move on because I'm not 100% positive and I don't wanna use the wrong color. So we'll just do this one now. Oh, so anyway, I took these 2 pills and oh my God, I woke up with so much pain. I think it was gas pain, but of course I was dreaming, and I was dreaming that I was dying. In my dream, I was dreaming that I was dying, and like I was having all this pain in my dream, and then I woke up and realized it was because it was in real life. Like I was in so much pain. And, you know, me being a nurse, I start thinking all kinds of crazy stuff. Like it was kind of like behind my xiphoid process, sort of. And I'm like, am I having a heart attack? Oh my God. I'm like thinking I'm having chest pain. Is it chest pain that's radiating down? Is it pancreas pain? Am I having pancreatitis? It was awful though. And then I was feeling like all these gas bubbles, and I was like, is it just gas pain? Because you know gas pain can be pretty rough. And I'm like, it was just horrible. And then it finally passed and I fell back to sleep. And yeah, I think it was just that. I don't know yet. These pills haven't kicked in. Because he says it's not a laxative, it's just to help promote like healthy bowel movements. So I don't know. It was interesting, whatever happened last night. I can't even say it's 100% that, but it is the only thing I did different. And I feel like so much has happened, but I don't even know what. Like, I guess maybe nothing's happened. You know, I'm sure a lot of people bought during Black Friday. I did buy some kits. I bought five kits. I wanted to buy more, but I have no business buying any kits. It's just, at this point, like gluttony. And I did it because I'm like, I'm going to be able to finish so many more kits next year. But I wanted to get like 3 more, and I didn't. I stopped myself. So I am just gonna see how fast I am able to do diamond paintings next year, because I really don't need any more at this point. It's just because I want them. So I'm trying to reel it in. And it's hard. I know you guys know it's hard. But we'll see. We'll see how good I do next year. What else is new? I feel like, I guess maybe nothing's new. I don't know. I usually keep like a list of things. I've just been I feel like I've been so busy and then yet not busy. if that makes sense. I also feel like I put my life on a hold, and I just keep saying, oh, when I start Baylor, I'll do this. When I start Baylor, I'll do this. It's not a good way of thinking. Like, I don't know. Like, if this is how my attitude's going to be, like, I don't want to start thinking, oh, well, I'll have all of next week off. I'll do it then. Like, I am very much a procrastinator, and I have always been a procrastinator. And I don't know why, but probably because I tell myself it works for me. And so if you think something works for you, you don't feel the need to change it. But honestly, it's just a bad habit. I used to procrastinate in school, even nursing school. I mean, I did really well, but I guess part of my problem is that I have a hard time knowing, like with studying, I have a hard time knowing what's not important. Like, I always felt like everything's important. So I would study everything. And, you know, so what would happen is I would start, if I tried to start studying early, I would find myself like rewriting the entire chapter. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. And I would stop. And so when you're under the gun, you don't have time to worry about everything. You know, you start thinking about what the teacher said. This is important. You're going to need to know this, you know, and you start studying that kind of stuff. And I kind of needed to be under the gun in order to not try to memorize the entire book. Does that make sense? And I mean, I still do this to this day. Like, when I give report, I know people are so annoyed with me because I watch nurses leaving and I'm like, how are they done already? It's because they don't give every single detail and report. And for me, when I give report, I'm like, I think everything's important. And I'll be driving home, I'm like, oh, shucks, I forgot to tell them this. Like, I don't understand why, but I know people, I know some of the nurses, like, they'll start rushing me. They'll be like, okay, and, like, get to the point. Like, and in my mind, I'm like, this is so important. And I tell stories that way, like, and I dream that way. Like, I even dream with a ton of detail. I was telling my dreams to my sister-in-law, and she's looking at me and she's like, wait, all of this was in your dream? And I'm like, oh yeah. And she's looking at me like I'm crazy because, you know, most people do not dream that detailed, but I do. I absolutely dream all of these details, and I remember them all. If I tell the story right away, or if I think about it when I wake up, like, I'll remember a decent amount of it. If I don't think about it, or if I just think about it for a second and be like, wow, that was weird, and then just go about my day, I'll forget it. I'll totally forget it. And then I'll say to someone, I had this craziest dream, but I can't really remember it because I didn't, like, replay it in my mind to, like, keep it there, or I didn't tell it to anyone. And I think a lot of times, like, when I first wake up, I want to tell Bob my dreams, and he's just like, can you tell me later? Sometimes he's like, can you tell me later? Because I'm always like wanting, but I do that because I won't remember it later. So this way I'll remember it. But anyway, I even dream with tons of detail. So I have a very hard time distinguishing what's important and what's not. And, like, even when I was precepting, and she's telling report, I'm thinking, wait, you didn't tell this, you didn't tell that, you didn't tell this. But she was probably telling just the right amount of detail. She was probably doing it right. And I'm sitting there, like, squirming in my seat because I'm like, you got to tell them about this. Like, and they're probably like, thank God this girl's giving us report. Because I am like, It's just too much. It's just too much. I'm very detailed oriented, and I think it's good in a lot of ways, and then it's like very debilitating in others. So so for school, that's why I was a procrastinator, because I actually needed the time restraint in order for me to focus on what was important. Isn't that crazy? And I don't know how to not be that way. Like, even when I tell stories, like, I don't know how to say, oh, that's not really important. Like, because for me, it's like, that's part of the buildup. Like, I don't know. You know, we all have our crazies, and that's certainly one of mine. I feel like I should have, like, blocked this off a little bit because it's a lot to look at, and they're black and white. And so it's hard to, like, I know I'm going to be going back into pods, which is why I kitted up in this system anyway, but still. And this one square is killing me. I'm going to have to look it up. Oh, wait a minute. I just see a couple that I just put away. This guy. Oh, wait, he's trash. I need to get my peanut lid. And see, now I gotta eat some peanuts and have a second peanut lid for over here. That's it. All right, I'm gonna stop. I have to go get something to eat because my stomach wants to growl really badly, and I'll be back. Okay, guys, I put hair dye in my hair because it's that time again. And I made my oatmeal. I forgot to look up this symbol. Where's my laptop? Look up this symbol. I still have to shower. But it's okay. Everything's okay. All right, let's let that warm up. I'm going to pick a different symbol in the meantime. Of course, that's the only one that I see since I can't do it. So do stop, baby. Stop licking your paws. I know which one I want to do, but I don't know where it is. It's like the Roman numeral. Aha. There we go. Why is my computer? My computer is so annoying. It doesn't always turn on when I go. All right. So it's so funny because I could have sworn that I told a story in my last whip and chat, but I don't for day number 5. But again, I think I just was messing up with hitting record and stuff. So there was no story. But I'm going to tell you guys, you know, it's really cool that I've been friends with, like, my first, well, he's not my first best friend, but I've been friends with my best friend when I was 4 years old. And it's a boy. His name is Josh. And, like, I moved to this new neighborhood. And, when I was 4, and I met him on day 1. Okay, my computer finally woke up. I met him on day 1 of moving there, and I played with him and he was one of 5 or something like that. And yeah, we had a lot of fun our first day. So the next day, he comes over my house. Now, he's a year younger than me, so I was 4. He was only 3 years old. And he comes to my house and he knocks on the door. My mom still tells this story to this day. It's so funny. She's like, I'll never forget when Josh knocked on the door and I opened the door and this little boy standing there, can Kimberly play? And we were best friends, like, until I moved. And I moved when I was in 5th grade. We played almost every single day. Like, we were constantly playing together. And it's so funny because we still talk to this day. We text each other. We have not seen each other in years. I mean, like, I don't know, 20 some years maybe. But we still, I don't know why. Every time this shuts down, I lose what I... All right. I'm going to do this one, but I still want to know. All right, so let's see here. We're on page 2. So I'm just going to go down to page 2. Okay. And all right, let me see. Where am I at? Okay, yeah, so it's a circle, it's a square, and it's a dot and a square and a square. Okay, but what number is that? So let's go back up to the list. Okay. It's a dot and a square and a square. You know what I should do is I should pull this up on 159. And I think that's what I was pulling out. Yep, it is. Okay, so that's not an anchor in there. Okay, so now I know what I can do. But in the meantime, let's do this one. This is, there's a lot of this one. All right, so I'm going to start in this corner and just start putting them down. But yeah, so it's crazy because we still text each other. Like, I've never met his kids. He has 2 fairly older kids. I mean, you know, he's only a year younger than me. He met my kids when they were babies. Yeah, but we still text each other, like, and then I saw him at his sister's wedding. And that's the last time I saw him. And my brother will text him too sometimes. But last year I told a couple stories about my childhood that involved him. Like when we went and got our guppy badges at the pool. That was with Josh. And when we, he brought the extension cord and locked our bikes up with it. Yeah, that was with Josh. But yeah, I'll never, like my mom, I told my mom the other day, I was like, you know, I still talk to Josh. And she's like, oh my God, I'll never, and she tells the story again. I'm like, I know, I know. She opened the door and he's like 2 feet tall, asking if I can come out and play. And we played together like almost every day for years. And of course, when I moved, I was in 5th grade. So one of the big things we were into was music. And we were into the hair, like, not, I guess not the hair bands, but like heavy metal. And so a lot of times he's still texting me like, you know, are you going to go see this band in concert? He's a huge concert goer. I'm not so much. I've been to a decent amount of concerts, but like, I'm not really into them that much anymore. The last concert I went to was Iron Maiden. They were really on my bucket list. I really, really wanted to go see them. And Bob happened to have students that had a box at the stadium. So even though we had seats, we bumped into them and they took us into their box. And we had a blast. We just had such a great time. But like, he's going to go see Metallica. I've seen Metallica twice already, and I don't really care if I see them again. Just because I'm just not that big into concerts. The only person that I still want to really see is Tom Kiefer's band, because I've never seen Cinderella, and I love Cinderella songs, and they're from New Jersey, and I would still love to see, I know it's not the whole band, but he'll be playing Cinderella songs, and I really would love to jam out to those songs. I listen to them a lot when I go to the gym. And they were never like my favorite band, as you know, growing up, but they're definitely one of my favorite bands now. Like their older stuff. I haven't even really listened to their new stuff. If I ever got tickets to go see him, I would have to listen to some of the new stuff, I'm sure. Or maybe some of his solo stuff, if he's even done solo stuff. But I know he sings the Cinderella songs. So, but yeah, we still text, and I thought about that. I was like, that's so crazy that we have not actually seen each other in person. And he doesn't live far, which is also crazy. In fact, he doesn't live far from where Bob had surgery. But, you know, we still just have never gotten together. So I was talking to my brother, and he said that, yeah, he texts him sometimes too. And they lived right down the street from me. And we used to like rake leaves together. You know, back in the day when kids always made money somehow. During the snow season, we would put shovels on our handlebars and drive house to house to shovel people's sidewalks. In the fall, we would put rakes on our handlebars and go house to house to rake. And I remember his favorite holiday was 4th of July. And at the end, at the next day, I'll never forget this, because it's not like this at all anymore, but we would walk around the town, and there would be all these used up fireworks in the sidewalks and the streets, like, and he wanted to collect them all. I mean, we were so little, like, they were used, you know. I think he was hoping to find some that weren't, but yeah, we would gather them all up and collect them all, and like, and it's not like that anymore. Like, people don't even set off fireworks anymore. But yeah, back then, I'll never forget, there was just like tons of them everywhere. was crazy. It's so funny how times have changed. And now that I'm a nurse, I'm just like, why? Why would anyone play with fireworks? Yeah, so I will be telling more stories. But that was just on my mind because we were texting the other day. And I was at work and I was thinking about how funny that is that we've kept in contact. All like there were years that we didn't talk at all. But we always managed to reach out and say, hey, what's up? What's new? Or whatever. And I was like, yeah. And I was telling someone at work because we were texting earlier that day. And she was like, that is so cool. Like, you know, having a friend from when you were 4 years old. We tried to get into the, not that we tried to, but we were saying like we wanted to get into the Guinness World Book of Records for the most times going to the 7-Eleven in a row without breaking it. So we like, and we had to cross this like 4-lane highway or whatever. It was 2 lanes going each way. And I mean, this is just a different time, you know? And yeah, we would do anything to just find like even a penny just to go get penny candy. They still had penny candy back then. And we would go there, even if it was just to buy a penny candy each. You know, we would search our couch cushions. And every day we would go there. We did that for months. We were like, we're going to be in the Guinness World Book of Records for the most times going to the 7-Eleven in a row. And I got in trouble and I wasn't allowed out. And that broke it. We were like all upset. We were like, no, we'll never be in the Guinness World. We got to start all over. Oh my God. And then we would go there a lot of times and get the big gulps. Those were the days. Or the huge Slurpees. Yep. Good old childhood. All right, guys. I have hair dye in my hair. I think I said that. I've been putting it off and putting it off like I do every single time. Because I absolutely hate dyeing my hair. I've been doing it since I was in my 20s. And it's like, how many years has this been now? It's just like, I'm so over it. But I also don't want gray hair yet. So I'm a slave to the bottle. The bottle of Color Silk. And you know how they say it dyes better if you do it when it's dirty? So I've been like putting off washing it, putting off every day. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna dye my hair today. Then I don't do it. Then the next day I'm like, I'm gonna dye my hair today. And I'm like, I can't wash my hair because then I'll have to wait 2 days. And then like 2 days later, I'm like, still haven't dyed it. I guess I'll do it today. And then I don't do it. So I have to go to work tonight. And I'm like, I have to wash this nasty hair. And if I do, it's going to even look more gray. And so, yeah, I finally buckled down and put the dye in. So I'm going to have to go shower soon. So I'm going to put you guys in a time lapse. We're going to finish this section here. And then after this section, we'll go ahead and spin the wheel. And then we'll do this section in a time lapse. How's that sound? Okay? Oh, gosh. Oh, sorry. It's battery is low. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Enjoy the music.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. Well, I'm all for Christmas. It's a magical time full of kisses. Take a walk outside and tickle the snowman's nose. Moving nimbly, did you hear something from the chimney? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Oh, whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you.
Woohoo! We are done the first quarter of this second page, and I'm loving it. I love all these pastel-y colors. Look, there's a distinct line here, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, this is what we got going on. There's a lot of sunlight in here, so I'm just bringing it over here so you can see. I'm not sure exactly what it's making. I feel like these are trees and like this is a mountain or something. I'm not sure. But look at these drills. Look how tight this grid is. And I printed this. So that's pretty damn cool. And yeah, I am going to go ahead and set us up for the wheel. And let's see if we build more snowman or if we actually get a letter. Hold on a second. All right, we're set up here and here's my wheel. And let's see what number or letter we get. V or T. Oh, T. I thought it landed on V. Okay. T. We definitely have some T's. So let me get the stickers. All right. Let's see how many T's do we have. Okay, so we have 1, One. I thought we had more than one, but we have one. So let me make sure I'm doing that right. Don't want to mess you guys up. All right, so let's see. Let's get the T off of here. Okay, and it goes right here. So I'm gonna try to get it straight. And there we go. We have our first letter on the board. Oh, it's not straight, is it? I wonder if I can fix that. I'll try. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and do this other half here, and that'll be the end of this video. So I'm going to go ahead and time lapse myself. It's a little less. It's like 4 rows this way less or something like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and diamond paint this part, put you in a time lapse, and meet you in the end.
I didn't cry when you and I said goodbye, but then you turned around and my tears hit the ground. I thought, damn, it's all so pretty, but oh so bittersweet, a bittersweet Christmas. I walked by all these windows, there was light, people laughing, drinking wine. I wished you were by my side, thinking, damn, it's all so pretty, but oh so bittersweet, a bittersweet Christmas. When it's snowing down and I close my eyes, my tears shine like diamonds in the night. 'Cause where there is darkness, there is also light. I know that I'll be fine this bittersweet Christmas. This bittersweet Christmas.
I couldn't find that drill, and then I just realized I had 2 up here that I had to do. But we're gonna take a peek at the half of the square, finish off this video. Let me turn my light pad off. And look, this light pad, the switch is on the side here so I don't accidentally hit it. I got this from Amazon too. And there we go. Now it's definitely like, let me look at it. Let me see what you guys are saying. So it's either like a church or something, or I can't remember, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. Or I guess it's definitely not a tree. Like, I would say these are trees. I gotta look at it. But you can see the grid lines through this, but when you can see, you can't really see them unless you hold it up. But look at the drills, and the gapping is not bad. I don't think that's bad at all. I'm really enjoying doing this, to be honest with you. And I think it's so cool that I made this, and it's pretty awesome. So I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll finish up this other half of the page. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up on the way out. And if you want to see more from me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the family and friends here at Kimbaskrafts. I would love to have you. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care. Keep diamond painting.